just running their mouth. What's up, bang out. These niggas just running their mouth.
Post this brother video, KCDG.
Probably on Patreon where we reveal certain things, but I'll tell you, one person that used to work at Jay-Z Studio Baseline actually had a whole interview set up with some radio station, and Jay-Z.
What it do? It's your host KCDG, King Crucial the Great, and we watching a video from my boy Carcino for Life. Shout out Carcino. Hope you don't mind me using your videos, man. And yeah, he got something to say. He says in the title, Nas has some shiesty ways. Has some of Nas and some of his shiesty ways. My bad. And let's see what you got to say, brother.
He happened to be at the radio station, and while he was waiting for the interview, he did an interview with a certain woman, who's now on. It cost her job for doing that interview with Jay-Z because they didn't book it. Even though they went and got Jay on there, they didn't book it. And because they didn't do that and go through the proper channels, she lost her job. Most of you are familiar with this story because you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was mostly because she got Jay-Z to sign an autograph, and it was like basically set up, you know, in the middle of this interview thing. So it was a whole lot of things that went down that cost her job. This same person used to work for Nas, or I won't say work for him, like he employed her. So to be legally correct, I don't know if Nas paid her or not. She was in the same circle with Nas. If that makes any sense. Back when they were doing the firm, she was working with Nas's manager at the time. You guys all know who that is. I'm not gonna say his name. Now, said manager was running around trying to find money that was missing. There was so many contracts and so many endorsements coming through that this time AZ was doing what they were doing, coming in, Sosa doing his part, whatever, and Nas is doing his thing. So Sosa had this one chick coming through, and he knows the story. Bad super chick. She was into AZ, that Dominican, everything, right? So she kept coming by. So she had met Nas, everything was good. No problems, right? So they went to it was in some damn studio. Forgot. Damn, it's off the tip of my damn. Anyway, they went to the studio to record. Nas is gonna come lay his vocals. AZ vocals is already done. The chick comes up there. AZ told him, like, look, text me. She pop up, let me know. If Shorty pop up there, she just happened to pop through, let me know. Nas, Jungle, Nas comes with like 15 people. Nori's there too. Let this be known. Nori is in the building when this happens. So I want, if you guys know Nori, see if he understands the story of what's going on. So Nas gets a beep. On his beeper, he got this pager. Takes the page out, looks at the number, puts the pager away. The pager keeps beeping. Nas turns his page off, puts it away. comes in and Nas shows her the studio, took her in the back, and banged out. Right? Now, AZ comes back. When they was all together, they was all in the studio chilling. He had already laid his vocals. They just back chilling. And he asked, he was like, man, I was hitting you up. Did you get my pager? Page? My battery was dead. Still, son. Word. Battery's dead. Still. Word. So, right then and there, the person who was there, the female, knew. She knew for the first time, for being in the group and around the guys and everything else doing this work, how shiesty Nas could be. So, after this, AZ just didn't care. I'm quite sure people told him the chick came and Nas knocked it down. Because that's what you naturally do. So now,
hey, I'ma just say this. Casino, them shades look cool as fuck, my boy.
now everything changes. Nas goes ahead and makes a new thing he's doing because there's frictions with Cormega and the nature situation. But this happened with Cormega and Nas's manager. Nas just took the side of the manager because Nas looking like, this is where the money's coming in at. But Nas went and got him a deal because Mega was his guy. He went and got him a deal at Def Jam, basically. And because he was able to get that on the strength of Nas, and they was like, look, we're going to have Nas on a couple of records, so that's dope. Everybody's anticipating more Nas, so that's cool. We got Nas's buddy signed. So when he got his bonus from the doggone sign for his album, for some reason, Nas' manager felt like Mega was supposed to bring that money into this. Oh, you got a deal. You ain't told nobody. You just kept the money, and then okay, you out. You're out the group. So they was like out the group. So when all that took place and Nature came in, she actually saw some of the things that went on that made him say, oh, I can't deal with Nas no more, the way he moves. When Nature was getting traction on the Firm album, he was just using Nature to get back at Cormega. Like, we just gotta come in and replace it. Now, after In Too Deep, people in the streets was saying that Nature was even getting better than Nas. He was outshining Nas on records. And he's better than Nas. Nas didn't like that. And deliberately was sabotaging his sound on some of the records. Shorted him on money that he was supposed to be getting. He did a bunch of dirty stuff behind the scenes, allegedly to Nature. Before this whole signing with what he called betrayal, when he went and signed with Trackmaster. Nas was deliberately not signing him for a reason. And he was like, Nas wanted to be executive producer of my album without producing any records. Where does that make sense? And he said, well, I'll put you down as one of the producers of the album. But you're not going to EP my album because you're only going to be on, Nas is only going to be on one song. And it wasn't like he did the song for free. He wasn't doing the song for free. The money was coming out of the budget to pay Nas. So if the money was coming out of the budget to pay Nas, they already got the money down. If the money was coming out of the budget, they already got it. It wasn't about any of those things. All it was about was a couple of guys who were up to no good. Nas was doing what Nas wanted to do based on Nas's perspective and outlook. Meaning that Nas was going to continuously be on this same course he's always been on his entire life of being shiesty. Because he's quiet don't mean he can't be shiesty. Nas felt he should be executive producer. Because without him, nature was nothing, which is true. So he made things difficult. He starved nature out. And he was like, I'll put you on the In Too Deep soundtrack so that you can get money. Then he started working with 50 Cent and less with nature. He was like, look, you rolling with this 50 Cent guy more than you working with me. So the woman who was over there, who ended up working with Jay and them over at Baseline, this was the narrative. She saw a lot of things. So most of these stories you've heard already, so you can fill in the pieces. I'll do it on the Patreon with y'all one day. We'll sit down, chop it up, put some names where you probably didn't know, but you know, people are shiesty just because people are famous.
And shout out to Carcino. That's why I promised myself that no matter what stage or point I get to, I'll never sign a contract in this music game because way too many ulterior motivated people in the industry and just in general. So, I heard about the things that goes down. So the reason I make music it's not for any kind of clout or anything. It's more so for me to listen to because I understand the power of music. And for example, in my opinion, it's a sort of alchemy because I feel the more negative you rap, the more negative things happen to you. The more positive you rap, the more positive things happen to you. And I shout out to Carcino once again. Shout out to Kwame Brown. And y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please subscribe. I'm on my road to 1K. So like I said, once I hit 1K, I'm gonna basically make it so everyone can see all my subscribers, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway. I do free t-shirts. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be at, but hit the links in the bio. Get your credit right, and I'll let your boy. Think with greatness. Thanks for watching the King Tables podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Think with greatness.